Namaste, viewers. Welcome to ST Money's Morning News, your weekday business news channel. It is Monday morning, January 6, 2025, and I'm your host, Sunil Thakker of Sunny Talks Money. Before we roll, please do subscribe, share, and like this video. Thank you. Now, let's roll. The stock market highlights from Friday, January 3, 2025. Benchmark indices, Nifty and Sensex were firmly in the red in the afternoon of January 3. The stocks that were ahead also paired most gains following a sharp broad-based sell-off. The decline follows a stellar rally in the previous session where the indices notched their best performance in 6 weeks. Adding to the pressure were weak global cues with major US stock indices ending lower, raising earlier gains. After posting solid gains in the first two sessions of the new year, the bears took charge of Dalal Street on January 3. Benchmark equity indices, BSE Sensex and the NSE Nifty 50 ended the week's last trading session in negative territory. The 30-share Sensex shared 720 points or 0.90% to settle at 79,223. Meanwhile, the NSE Nifty 50 settled in the red at 24,004 with a loss of 183 points or 0.76%. For the week, BSE Sensex added 0.66% and the Nifty 50 index rose 0.8%. 32 out of the 50 constituent stocks of the Nifty 50 ended in the red, dragged by Wipro, HDFC Bank, Tech Mahindra, Adani Ports, ICICI Bank, and Cipla. On the other hand, ONGC, Tata Motors, Titan, Nestle India's SBI, and SBI Life were among the 18 constituent stocks that ended higher. Broader markets mirrored the benchmarks as the Nifty Midcap 100 and the Nifty Small Cap 100 indices ended lower by 0.3% and 0.24% respectively. Sectoral indices ended on a mixed note. The Bank Nifty index shed as many as 616 points to settle at 50,988, dragged down by HDFC Bank, Axis Bank, and ICICI Bank. On the positive side, the Nifty Oil and Gas and Energy Index rallied up to 1%. In stock specific, Tata Motors was the brightest spark. It ended over 3% higher after the company is set to receive incentives worth 246 crore rupees for financial year of 24, likely to be paid during the quarter 4 of financial year 25, as claimed under the PLI scheme. Tata Motors reportedly submitted an incentive claim of rupees 142.13 crore based on FY24 sales. Shares of ONGC ended over 5% higher to become the top gainer on Nifty after the crude oil rally entered the fourth day, breaking out of a range that has held up for months. Jefferies, meanwhile, has issued a fresh note that forecasts 58% upside in ONGC and has reiterated its buy call. Shares of Avenue Supermarts jumped 11% after the D-Mart operator shared its business update for the October-December period for FY24-25. D-Mart reported a standalone revenue from operations at rupees 15,565 crore, higher by 17.5% on year compared to 13,247 crores in the same period a year ago. The Reserve Bank of India has granted HDFC Bank, India's largest private lender, permission to acquire up to 9.5% stake in AU Small Finance Bank within a year from the approval date. If the acquisition is not finalized within this time frame, the approval will lapse. HDFC Bank, in a separate announcement, disclosed it has secured RBI's nod to acquire up to 9.5% aggregate in Kotak Mahindra Bank and Capital Small Finance Bank. This approval remains valid until January 2, 2026. In the US on Friday, US stocks rebounded on Friday as investors neared the end of a holiday-shortened week that also rang in a new year. On Friday, the Dow Jones Industrial Average rose 339 points or 0.80% to 42,732. S&P 500 gained 73 points to 5,942, and then Nasdaq Composite gained 340 points to 19,621. Brent crude is $75.85 a barrel. Gold is rupees 78,000 per 10 grams. and silver is 89,100 per kilogram. Now, for today's outlook for the Indian market. On the daily charts, it can be observed that the Nifty has faced resistance in the zone of 24,180 to 24,200 zone, which coincides with the 20 and the 40-day moving averages. On account of the correction, the Nifty is now approaching the support zone of 23,940 to 23,900, which coincides the key hourly moving averages and potential uptrend resumption zone. The daily momentum indicator has a positive crossover, which is a buy signal, and all intermediate corrections should be considered as buying opportunity. Dips towards the support zone of 23,940 to 23,900 should be considered as a buying opportunity for a immediate target of 24,450. The structure weakens below 23,800. I continue to recommend focusing on stock specific opportunities in line with sectoral trends. In the near term, sectors like FMCG, auto, and energy are expected to outperform, so positions could be aligned accordingly. Stocks to watch out for today: ITC, HDFC Bank, Bajaj Finance, AU Small Finance Bank, Nika, HG Infra, Brigade Enterprises, NTPC Green, Marico, Bank of Baroda, Indian Bank, ESAF Small Finance Bank, Equitas Small Finance Bank, Ujjivan Small Finance Bank, Union Bank of India, IDBI Bank, Adani Wilmar, Vedanta, L&T Finance, Mahindra and Mahindra Financial Services, ICICI Bank, and JSW Infrastructure will be in focus on January 6th today. That's it from me for today. I will see you again tomorrow morning. Happy investing, stay inspired, and remember, it is all about money.